What up? Hope you're having a good week so far. It's been a wild start of the year, just in general, man. All the stuff going on, like Trump was at the border today, like just spitting out all this just stupid stuff left and right, and then right after the FBI is going in about like all the crazy stuff that happened at the Capitol building and all that, and they're cracking down on everybody and all this. It's like, man, I'm glad that they're actually like. It sounds like they're gonna be doing some work, if you know what I mean. Like, and that's like the number one rule ever. Don't ever mess with the feds. They will they will 100% get you, and you do not want to go to a federal prison. You will just don't do it. Like, why would you ever? Why would you? Oh my God, they're in deep trouble. You know what I mean? So just in general, I've been trying to focus on all the things that I can control and things that I can do. And my friend Rachel today, excuse me, today was saying that we should have like a contest to see who can, because we let me backtrack a bit. We've been investing, and she's another person that invests with. So we talk back and forth about like our moves and stuff like that. And she said that she was trying to focus on paying off some debt and then also saving up some money while all while everything is going down and everything. Like, just because it's good to have cash on deck when you're investing, because if with all this crazy stuff going on, if the market collapses, that's when everything's on sale. That's when it's like that's when Black Friday comes early. You know what I'm saying? So she asked if we could do like a challenge to like set like a limit or something to like save up money, like not buy any stocks for a second and just like build up some cash and stuff. So I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. But then I kind of flipped it and was saying, because I know um, that she has some debt and I know that I have some debt. So I was like, well, how about we go on like a debt cleanse, I guess you'd want to say, where um, we it's like a race to pay off. Not even necessarily a race, but we aren't buying any stocks until we at least pay off $2,000 in debt from where it is now. Like, and not including like if we get this stimulus money or anything else. You know what I mean? And overall, like that's only going to benefit us in the long run, because I was saying if we do that, in a way, it's just investing in yourself, and instead of paying the interest on debt, once that's gone, obviously you're going to be earning interest with your investments, you know what I mean? So overall, like, I mean, you can invest and still like be paying off debt at the same time, but this is just like a super strict focus of we ain't doing no investing in any more stocks. We got good positions in solid companies that we believe in for the future, and it ain't gonna skyrocket. Well, some might move like in the short term, but overall, like if anything launches too high, we probably don't want to be buying any more of that stock right now, anyways, because you never know, the crash might be coming soon. So if we get that debt out of the way in the meantime, and then have that cleared out of the way, and then can start adding to like maximize our Roth IRAs or brokerage accounts, whatever you want to do, it's only going to benefit in so many ways, like down the line and this year. Like, I really don't have much debt left because I've been just digging out that hole pretty much since last year, and like slow and steady. But then I've been super aggressive with it lately. Just especially because a lot of the stocks that I'm in are like at all time highs, and I know that like that could be dicey. So I'm not really trying to like buy too much right now, and I'm not trying to add like too many more stocks or anything, just because like, yeah, diversification is good and everything, but you also don't want your money spread so thin that like, okay, like say a company goes up a really high percentage or something, but you don't have that much money in it. It's like, okay, would you rather have some breadcrumbs or would you rather have the whole loaf? You know what I mean? Like, you really want to have a good amount of money in a couple companies. Like I would rather have a lot of money in 3 stocks than a lot of money spread out in 15 stocks. You know what I mean? Like, of course, yeah, you're diversified and everything, but if it's stocks that you've researched, if it's stocks that you know that are like gonna go up or are solid, like, y- if that's your level of risk, you know what I mean? You're better off really just loading the boat on things that you really know are gonna be going up in the future or gonna be super solid plays, because if you're spreading your money out like in little stuff here and there, then okay, the stock went up a lot, but then if you only made like $50 off on it, $50 of it, like th- when it could have been like 5,000, or like who knows, you know what I mean? Like just an example. Uh, so the thing that we're doing is just making sure that we get $2,000 of debt out of the way first, and then we're gonna start another challenge probably to stack cash just for when it dips. You know what I mean? Because the market is definitely going to dip with all this stuff. Everybody thinks Rona's over. Like the numbers from Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff are just now hitting. So it's like we don't know how crazy this is going to get. And nobody's talking about how like okay, it already mutated within a year. So you don't think it's going to mutate again, you know, in like 8 months or whenever it goes back to the next, you know what I mean? Because we got to get flu shots every year. This is literally the flu, but like on steroids. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say that just like it's getting more infectious? But you never know, man. It could potentially get more deadly for everybody. You know what I mean? Not just people that are high risk. You know, the longer it's out there and bouncing around, and the fact that these vaccines are rolling out real slow, kind of concerning. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's just super sketchy in a lot of ways. Not the vaccines. Like the vaccines probably work and everything. Like people aren't keeling over after they took the dang thing, but still, like the fact that they have like if I remember, don't quote me on it, but like 20 million vaccines dispersed out there. You know what I mean? And only like 4 or 5 million, something like that, administered. Like man, we need like there's over 350 million people in this country. So 5 million getting vaccinated ain't cutting it, you know. So the market's going to be super volatile. So we're kind of taking a step back to manage some debt, and I hope that you guys can do the same thing. Like make sure you're paying yourself with these stimulus checks cuz it's your tax money anyway. And if you ain't putting it off, I mean putting it to pay off like any debt, put it into like investments, like put it into your Roth IRA, where in the future you aren't going to be taxed for pulling that money out. Because with how bad this is going to get and how much money they're going to keep printing, that's taxes are going to be going up, you know what I mean? Like not necessarily, hopefully not for us, you know what I mean? Middle class and lower class people, and hopefully like the rich get taxed a little bit because they got that big stimulus from us in the first place, you know what I mean? And that's our tax money. So they can afford it. Like a billion, like billionaires and shit. Like, do you know how much $1 billion is? That's a lot of money. Like so much money, it's ridiculous. So people like crying about like rich people might get taxed more. It's like, well, would you rather have us pay for digging out of this hole, or maybe people that are way way well off that they ain't gonna miss a couple extra percentage points on there. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, hope you have a good week. I'll have some cooking videos later this week. I'm kind of taking it pretty chill this week with the videos, just because man, all this crazy stuff's going on. I'm just focusing on meditation, working out, and all that stuff. So I know that I said that I was gonna make some zoodle pasta videos and stuff like that. So I'll get on that. And anyways, just take care of yourself. Make sure you're doing the most for yourself, your friends, your family, everything, and get some exercise in, even if it's just walking. The best thing you could do. Um, Even if it's raining, man. if anything, get like a cheap raincoat and then just go out and like walk in the rain. You know what I mean? It might not be so bad. You know what I mean? Don't go like out on the trails like I usually do. I might slip or something. You know, but and avoid the puddles if a car is coming by. But other than that, don't feed the zombies. Have a good one.